So here we are, smooth finish. We are at the opening reception.
Yes, we are. We are at the 33rd NPC conference.
Doing
live.
this for 33 years?
33 years. And we're going to be walking around and getting some of the experiences that people, good and amazing and spectacular experiences that people are having here at the show. Just kind of getting some anecdotal stories. You can hear in the background that everybody's having a fantastic time. Brent, what do you see?
Well, what I see, what you're missing right now is there's casino games going on. There's carnival games going on. But I think more than that, what's interesting is more people are talking than playing the games, right?
That's right. That's
right. So that's the thing we came here for. We always talk about the camaraderie. It's been 2 years. You can definitely feel it a little bit now.
I tell you, it's really good to see everybody here. The room is packed. It's a lot of networking, a lot of catching up, I think, is going on here.
Yeah.
You know, we haven't seen some of these folks since 2020, and being back has just been a really, really great time. A lot of fun. Really good to see all these people here.
It's a packed house. We've got well over hundreds of attendees here at the show. I'm looking over to my left, and I see some of the key players from the distribution entity and world of our industry. We've got applicators, we've got service companies, we've got builders, manufacturers. Everybody's here having a good time and just really sharing some stories about how this season has been and how, more importantly, it's looking, how the future's looking. So,
absolutely. So I think what we're going to do, right, guys, we're going to walk around, we're going to talk to some people.
Yep.
Get why they're here, what do they think, and what they're looking forward to.
And real important is we're going to be drinking through the whole thing.
Oh,
right. Hey, everybody,
cheers.
Cheers. Happy 33rd, everybody. Let's do this. Let's start this smooth finish.
All right, let's go.
The veteran, this is smooth finish. This is our podcast.
Yeah, you're going to be heard by tens of listeners.
This is your 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah, how many of these have you done, Jim Deal? How many of these NPC shows have you done?
604.
604.
And this is only the 33rd. That's amazing. That is amazing.
That's the level of commitment, folks, we have from our vendor partners here with the NPC
I
show.
have no idea, probably at least 15, 16.
And, you know, I've done a month, I haven't quite done that many, but it never ceases to amaze me how consistent the attendance is and the excitement is at these shows.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you got the top people coming in. They're excited about learning about product, and just all the energy here is just amazing.
We agree?
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Well, Jim, it's always a pleasure to see you when we're out here. You know, you've been a staple with NPC. You've been an advocate for NPC for so many years. Credit you with getting me involved, and Chris on that end too. I remember the many conversations that we had outside of these events to say, hey, you guys, y'all better get on there on that board there and get involved, you know. And we thank you, sir, for getting us to where we are, encouraging us to do what we're doing. Thank you.
Jim's the one that told me to stop talking and start doing.
Right. Yeah.
Thank you for taking it over.
All right. Thank you, Jim.
Here we are. We're with Chaz.
Chaz rock stars. We got
Chaz Bardotis.
Stop it.
What's up, boys? Chaz has been with us.
How many last names can we butcher? Bugregardes.
He's consistently butchering it on an everyday basis.
There might be a little intention on that one.
Maybe.
Just a little bit.
As we were saying, Chaz is the the current president of NESPA, which is
Northeast Spa and Pool Association.
Yep, also known as NESPA, or in some areas they call it NESPER. Yeah, NESPER.
It's more the Long Island twang.
NESPER.
That's the Long Island folk.
So Chaz, how is the show so far?
So far, it's great. Well attended. I was in the startup certification class today. Full class. I think there was probably 30 or 40 people there. Anyhow, Kent was the instructor. That went real well. And then this is a full room. I mean, looks like everybody's here.
Yeah.
So, no, this is a fabulous
Beautiful hotel.
turnout for considering how the world's going right now. We're really happy to see the turnout we've had.
And this place is beautiful.
It is beautiful. And speaking of beautiful, there's table games are being played right there. We have a beautiful roller on the table right here. and I do want to concur though with something that Chaz said. The classes here, if you haven't attended this conference, the classes.
We're in the middle of a podcast. Thank you very much, Julie Kazan, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
So the classes here are so specialized, so
Unique.
I think they're focused on what we do, right?
Yeah, they're unique.
there's no fluff in these classes.
No, they're instructed by people that have been doing it for ever and a day in the field.
There's
And
continued education credits that are associated or that are available with these classes, and you leave the class with legitimate, hands-on experience that you can take away.
Well, speaking of that, Chaz is bringing some regional flair, right?
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
He's bringing the closing that they're trying. It's
organization
a
stuff.
new theory. So
He's also teaching people a new way to say the word water.
yeah. Go ahead, say it, Chaz.
it's Wooder.
All right.
It's still Wooder.
For our
You can tell we've known each other for a long time because I butcher his name and we make fun of his wooder.
That's
So,
right.
that's all right. But we're going to bring him back soon, too, on the podcast. We got to talk about openings.
Oh yeah, that's coming, right?
Where that theory runs from start to finish. And,
Well, there's a whole other half to the country, and I know a lot of southern folks don't understand what opening and closing pools are all about. And Chaz has been really instrumental on bringing that to the NPC and showing people what are the aspects of closing a pool. What does winter have? What do winter effects have on a swimming pool when you close it down, especially on new plasters and such? So Chaz is bringing that to the table, and even to the opening of pools. How does it? What happens to a pool when it's brought back to life after being in hibernation?
I've got an
so many
idea
months?
for a future poolside podcast of it podcasting while an opening is going on. Maybe we can find a partner.
We can
Maybe,
absolutely do
just
that
maybe.
in Chaz.
But we can go poolside and actually do a play-by-play of a pool opening.
Now you're on the hook. Chaz is nodding yes, and he's saying he will be there. So look for Chaz in future Smooth Finish podcast.
Oh man.
Chaz, thank you, man. We appreciate everything you do.
problem.
All right.
Love you,
guys.
brother.
We're moving along.
So here we are with the man holding all the chips.
That's right. We're with infamy right here. Former chair, Lee Valenzuela.
Let's all hear for Lee Venezuela.
That's right. So how you liking the show so far?
It's so far. It's a great show so far.
It's good to be back, isn't it?
It's good to be back.
yeah.
I'm holding all the chips.
And literally, just
I'm
for the
doing-
listeners
I'm
out
doing
there,
really good.
the man has an overflowing handful of poker chips in
I
front
do.
of him.
He's a lucky guy. We all know this. That's right.
So how the Raiders doing? We all know. Just a little preface. He is one of the biggest Raiders fans I have ever met in my entire life. This guy lives and breathes the Raiders.
Are you a big enough Raiders fan that you have money on that silent auction on everything in there?
Not on everything.
Not on everything. Some of them don't matter.
I do have a Bo Jackson signed hat.
Okay.
Got my money on that. He's bringing in a Kenny Stabler picture tomorrow. I got money. I'll have money on that tomorrow. I did put some money on some my girls at the office. One of them's a big Bon Jovi fan, so I got some money on a Bon Jovi picture.
Okay.
And then I think I'm not much into country, but my other girl likes
Luke Bryant?
No, Nadine.
There's a couple.
David,
in there.
something Nadine, right?
Yeah, something Nadine.
Yeah. You know what? Lee gives until it hurts.
That's right.
We're
like
talking
Santa
country.
Claus.
I'm already
Yeah.
in pain.
Okay,
Right,
just for the viewers out there,
I'm a Foo Fighters guy myself.
Right.
did everybody resist the urge as soon as you said Bon Jovi to start yelling, "Shot through the heart, and you're to blame"?
A bad name. So,
Obviously, everybody's having a great time
right.
here at the
We
opening
are.
reception.
There might be drinks. I don't know.
Right.
There's no videos. So
We
no
did
one
preface
knows.
it with that we are going to be drinking through this.
Yeah.
So-
I do smell some.
So that it.
Some whiskey.
It brings up an acid. Yeah, there is whiskey here. There's
That's-
not
that's
tequila,
Rob's
but
cologne.
I think there'll be tequila later with Lee.
Right.
So,
No, that's
but
the
it
theory
brings up
from
an
earlier.
aspect of another thing we do here, which is auction. We got the silent auction at least. I'm sure you're going to participate
I'm sure I
in the
am.
auction.
Yes.
And that is such a big thing for the NPC, and it generates a lot of funds
Absolutely.
for us. The scholarships that we do out to the members and their children, and then educated.
It is.
Educated.
I'm just running out of wall space, though.
Okay.
So I might have to buy another house just so I can buy more Raider memorabilia.
All right. Well, we'll make sure we get that in every show because Lee definitely contributes.
Yes, I do.
Well, Lee, we thank everything you've done for the industry and for the NPC, and thank you for talking with us.
I have
thank
no
you
problem.
so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
Yay.
Thanks, Lee. That was awesome.
So here we are with our newest board member,
Yes,
Laura Eaton.
that's me.
Welcome to the board.
Welcome.
Thanks, guys. So excited to be a part of this.
She is carrying on the legacy of the name.
Big legacy.
And just for the record, for the listeners out there, she is stepping away from a delicious looking plate of gourmet food offered here at the show
Prime rib.
to get to prime rib
Yeah.
with au jus.
You guys are better than prime rib.
You know, a lot of thank you.
Oh, I've heard that about
But yeah, I was gonna say put that on my tombstone. So that is one thing. We've heard all kinds of rave reviews about this, the camaraderie of the show, the education, the enlightenment, you know, the positivity that it brings to the scholarship programs. Let's not forget about the food. It's amazing
The
here.
food is
The
good.
hotel's beautiful, the food's great.
Even the surrounding restaurants from where we're staying right now, Booth Chris and
I don't know what it was called.
I don't know.
South
Oh my
Street
God, those
Kitchen.
street tacos.
The southern food.
Yeah, one thing that's undeniable, the NPC picks very well the locations for these. It's not your average just discount hotel. But having said that, how's your night going? You
It's
been lucky on the
going-
tables?
A little bit not so well. I stepped away for a second. I let Lee play my hand, and of course he lost all my money. But
We just saw him with a stack full of chips.
yeah, because he lost my hand. He didn't lose his own hand.
I
But
think if you give him that flash smile, you'll get some of those chips.
that's all right. It's going really great. We did the Young Professionals meet and greet tonight, which was phenomenal.
What a great event
Such
that
a great turnout.
Unfortunately,
More about the young professionals.
Yeah. So what the whole purpose is to basically get people that are new to the NPC or the younger generations, give them a little bit of an idea of what the NPC conference is about, why they would want to be involved, and hopefully encourage them to join the committees, get involved. We need some new, fresh eyes, some ideas. We need younger generations stepping in, and you know, we can't do that unless they join. So
And I love the fun aspect you brought to it with the scavenger hunt, kind of forcing them to meet people, talk to people, get their perspective, and let us all kind of see.
yeah, no, there was a vibe in that room. There was an energy, a buzz to it. Unfortunately, I was with Rob Romano, and I was not allowed in the room because of the age limit. It is the Yo Pro, as in youth.
Well, no, we established that it was under 51. So we're not there yet.
Yeah, okay, so
I'm
what-
not there yet.
whatever Rob is, it's under that.
It's under
age.
that.
So
Why
next year it's still
identify?
under Rob. It just proves that
I'm a young
For
51.
as long as I identify as a young person, we're good.
Yeah, it's whatever you feel you are. You know.
So know what we're looking for. We're looking for young people in this trade to get involved.
Yeah.
And help us see what's next.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Get engaged and you'll become excited. Get
We
excited.
want your ideas. You know, it's not all just about how everything's been done, but if there's a new and better way of doing something, we got to introduce that, right?
Well, that's it. You know, a lot of us are stuck in our ways. You get stuck in the younger generation have a different way of doing things, right? So, and not everybody understands that gap between the two. So if we can get younger folks, 30, 35, close to all 40,
20, we don't care.
Yeah.
Right?
If you're ready to come up, come on up. But to understand the dynamic and bridge the gap between the generations would help the NPC thrive and get out, continue with the legacy that we have. You're carrying on your dad's legacy, which is phenomenal. We've got a lot of big shoes to fill on there, right?
Those are pretty big shoes.
But you know, and you can
Do
do
we
it.
have our
with
feature
absolute-
auctioneer with us? Do you
Right
think?
here, I think so.
Right here.
I mean, it was brought up. I don't know how that's gonna go. But
You'll have a lot of support. We got your back.
If you haven't been to the NPC show, if you haven't been to the NPC conference, you have to experience once in your life. It's a bucket list event to go to the morning breakfast auction. It is a spectacle to be seen.
It is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. And the other thing is that what you can walk away with can be changing, life-changing for your business.
Yes, indeed. Truckloads of material, the right products for the right job, and at a great price. So, and it helps us out tremendously with the auction.
Well, that's it.
Goes right back into all our education, to technical committees, to our
does, provides, and gives back to our members, even to the non-members that benefit from the information that we
Right, so we got to give a shout out to the vendors, right? Because they're donating these products free of charge to this trade, to this group, and it's 100% back.
And Lauren and her father have been instrumental, and Eduardo too, and their committee have been instrumental in gathering the resources, going out and talking to these vendors that are donating the products that led to our auction and make it as successful as it is.
And we have some great vendors, you know. These manufacturers, these vendors that are donating their items, they're trying to come up with new and different ideas, things that are going to spark interest, and they never let us down.
Never fail.
Yeah.
Laura, bless you. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
Thanks for
Lee's
having
giving
me.
Laura an awkward look. He's
Lee
back.
is back.
Oh, Lee's back.
Oh, no,
Trying to make her nervous.
Yeah,
No,
no.
you can't do that.
Oh, you bet she is.
Laura
She
is
didn't.
the future.
She didn't flinch.
Thanks,
right,
guys.
Laura, thanks so much.
Thank
It's
you.
fantastic. Good luck. Enjoy your tenderloin.
Back to your food. It's nice and cold now.
Enjoy your meat.
Yes.
Okay, so let's. All right, so we're here with AJ Grucky from Blake Sales, who is obviously participating in the Yo Pro and getting his scavenger hunt items lined up. But is this your first NPC
It's
conference?
my first NPC conference, first ever.
In a few words, tell me what you see. What's going on?
I'm excited. There's a lot of energy here. It's really, I think the pool industry prides itself on a really nice fraternal grouping of men and women that come together to help solve common problems that we see in the field. If we have the ability to come together like this on a regular basis, no way we're all going to be better for it. And I see a lot of energy. I see a lot of camaraderie. I see a lot of teamwork already. It's going to be some good stuff. I'm really excited.
Well, I think you hit the nail on the head. That's what we kind of pride ourselves on, is that at this show, right?
Yeah.
It's a camaraderie. It's the fellowship. Talking to people that are in this industry doing the same things together every day. It's a little specialized and niche. And then there's tie-ins for it.
And
right?
I think
can't
that
say it.
specialization, as someone myself that go to bigger shows, right? Not that this is go to bigger shows and see the mass amounts of people. To come to the NPC show, the intimacy, the friendships, the camaraderie, the networking that happens over here is on a different level. And a lot of shows do aspire to be like this, but they can't because we are so specialized. We are such a niche group, right? So we all talk the same thing and excel from it. Really benefit from all that. The education, the
charity events.
You can't beat it.
Yeah, really the secret sauce of this is the people and the camaraderie, and it's undeniably palpable. It's really what makes this work, and the shared successes. The brothership and sisterhood of the what's the correct term? The peoplehood, the human fund,
The human
the
fund.
fellowship. There we
The
go.
human factor,
Yeah.
fellowship.
And if anybody would like to donate to the human fund,
Yeah.
You need some
Money
more liquid
for-
courage.
What is it?
people.
One trowel to bind them all. The fellowship of the plaster.
now obviously we're having
Totally
some
went
fun
geek on
because
that one.
that is yes you did.
Yeah, I did.
But that is what this event is really about. It's a professional event, but at the same time, you're instantly comfortable here. I hate to say this, but it's almost like putting on an old pair of shoes, right?
Yes.
You show up and it's like you've been here your whole life.
Yep.
Well, AJ's going to tell us that next year, I think, since it's his first event. But we hope you feel like you're in old shoes already.
Yeah.
Yeah, it feels great. I don't feel intimidated to ask a question that maybe
Here, hold
something I
my
don't
beer.
know.
Wait.
I don't feel I feel like this is a place where I can be vulnerable about things I don't know, and I'll be well accepted in that community. It's so great to be working with, as working with Blake Sales, we get an opportunity to work with some of the greatest different types of manufacturers that are out there. Two of them being, showcased and highlighted here at this show, which is CLI and NC Brands Biolab. So it's an exciting time for me, and an exciting time for us as a group to learn as much as we can and go back to our home states to crush it this year.
We're looking forward to a great 2022.
I just have to give you a little visual because Chris Marcano was just doing almost a robot dance, break dance there while AJ is singing songs of praise over him at the moment.
I would
He's
like
just
to stress
yeah.
There may have been a product drop in that. I don't know. I don't know.
The level of professionalism and my professionalism. The show goes on despite any distractions. By the way, for the record, I'd like to rate this Shanahan's blended whiskey 3 out of 5 stars. 3 out of 5.
It's a little heartburn.
It's a little
Instant heartburn.
Yeah, a little smoky, a little
as
peaty.
some would say.
Well, AJ, we hope you enjoy the show. We're glad you're here. And
Thank you very much.
We welcome your feedback when it's all over, and I'm empty, so let's tap in.
Wonderful.
Cheers. Oh, we gotta-
Cheers.
we gotta
Thanks, guys.
fill
Yeah, thanks.
Oh,
Nice.
paper cup.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
2 cups.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, AJ.
All right, we are here with
We are
the
here with
one and only
Nadia.
the face of Jack's Magic, Nadia B.
Wait a second. Also,
Yeah.
the conference chair.
Yes.
And I think
that,
wait a
that
second.
important stuff.
I think she's also the education chair.
Yes.
he is the new.
Here,
What
here.
else did we throw at you, Nadia?
You know what? I'm just going to say what I say. She's the heart and the soul, the real motor behind the engine, behind the gears, behind the axles that makes the NPC run the way it does.
Well,
ladies and gentlemen, Nadia B.
Well, that is certainly not fair to say, but thank you for saying that anyway.
So here we are in lovely Buckhead, Georgia. How are you enjoying the 33rd NPC conference?
You know what? I will say that it is so great to be here for the first time in 2 years, and this is literally electric. There is so much going on right now. The vibes are such good vibes right now. I think everybody is having an awesome time, eating a lot of good food, getting ready to gear up for an amazing
I agree. That's undeniable. We've talked to a few people already, and everybody has consistently been talking about how good it is to be back. And I think there's been some shows. There's been some big shows already this season, but this I can feel a collective breath being drawn and exhaled at this show. It is really good to be back, and the energy is palpable. It's in the air for sure. Now, were you at the Yo Pro event? Because we've also heard a lot about that, and again, I wish I could have gotten in, but I was with my my better half here, and with his gray beard, we weren't allowed in. But how was it in there?
You know what? I was at the Yo Pro event, and I will say there
Yo
were
Pro!
there were some people there that I did not expect to see. There was somebody from Idaho and somebody from New Mexico as well, which I think is awesome. The event was so busy, which I'm so excited about, because we have so many opportunities for advancement. There are committees you can join. There are lots of things you can do to get involved, and I would highly encourage any Yo Pro member, or anybody in general.
I tell you, that's a testament to the attraction of the NPCs, that we have folks coming over to the East Coast from so far out
Oh my
west
goodness.
as New Mexico and California that find the value in what we do and what we provide at the show.
Yep.
And a lot of it is in Nadia's hands, because she's been the show chair for how many years, right? So it's really cool to see these folks come in, and again, on the young, we're hammering the young professionals aspect of it, and to see a young group come in and want to learn, want to know more about their trade, want to know more about plaster and the effects of water chemistry on it and the application, what have you. It's phenomenal. A real breath of fresh air seeing all these folks come in.
Well, let me say there may be some selfishness, maybe Nadia, because you are definitely the youngest member on the board, and you are driving a lot of stuff, so we need help.
We
I think-
definitely.
Well, she needs friends that are younger than we are.
Yeah,
I
we're
met
not,
somebody here today younger than I am. I'm so excited.
yeah, we're not so cool, but Nadia is super cool, and we are playing off her vibe all the time, which is why we're having such a good time here tonight and this opening reception.
You know what? I cannot say enough how cool this vibe is tonight. Everybody is so excited to be here. The classes here are amazing this year. Our auction is the biggest it's ever been this year. And I just am so excited to see how this plays out and just how amazing it's going to be this year. And I just can't wait to see what will happen next year when we're in super secret event location reveal, Coronado.
That is one thing we want to tease. The location is yet to be determined, and the big
Oh
announcement.
shit!
No, not yet. Just tune in, you tens of audience listeners out there.
We're
but
gonna get
after
more.
tonight,
The rumor has it it's going to be warm where we're going.
Yeah, well, since Nadia's on, I think we're going to get a lot more listeners. She's going to
Absolutely.
be social media in this, texting everybody. That's what we need out of the millennials. We need the help, right?
Nadia is definitely wiser beyond her years, and we appreciate all that you do for us, hands down.
Absolutely.
It's a lot of fun watching you work.
Absolutely. Thank you as a vendor. Thank you as driving several of the major committees of this organization, and we appreciate it.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. And now I'm going to go appreciate some blackjack.
All right.
There you go. Good luck. Best of luck to you.
Good luck, Nadia.
Now, funny story. Nadia mentioned somebody is here from Idaho. My first fake ID when I was 19 years old was from Idaho, and the name that I chose to put on the fake board
Wasn't McLovin,
was Chris
I was
Cox.
thinking McLovin too. Chris Cox.
K-O-X. Chris
K-O-X.
Cox. And I still have
Courtney
said fake
Cox.
ID.
We love you.
Now, the first time I used said fake ID was at a Kansas City Chiefs football game buying beer. I was 19 years old. The guy asked me for ID. I handed it to him. True story. The guy looks at it and he said, "No way. I'm from Idaho, too." I looked him dead in the eye. I did my research. This is pre-internet Google days. And I knew one thing about the town listed as my hometown on the license, the fake license. It said I was from Pocatello, Idaho.
Pocatello.
And I said, "Yeah, I'm a senior at Idaho State." That's all I knew what to say. The next 7 minutes of my life was wasted listening to how upset he is that a bag of potatoes is cheaper in Kansas City than it is back home in Pocatello, Idaho. True story. Tune in next week for Rob's stories.
Rob's stories. Oh, here we go.
Home to Ketna.
Yes, my friends. How can I help you?
All right, we're live right now.
Okay.
We are
Very good.
here with the luxurious, the beautiful,
The powerful.
powerful,
Okay.
the driving force of our association for the last 2 years. Unprecedented. First female chairman of the first chairwoman of the National Plasters Council.
It's important you corrected
Yvette-
yourself.
I
Rob.
did.
Thank you.
I am
I
humbled.
blame the drink. Yvette Gammon.
I am humbled, and I will be quiet for once in my life. Thank you for that honor. I appreciate this
It's
opportunity.
our honor to be here. So let's talk about the topic at hand.
Which
Rob's
one?
beard. Is it too dark? Is the Just for Men too deep, or is it just a touch?
Well, you know,
A touch of gray.
I have to go home, and she likes it darker than what it naturally is. So I have to do what a man's got to do. What a man's got to do.
Wait, here's the thing. We're looking for a younger generation of people
Absolutely.
to get involved.
I identify
so this
as
is
young.
part of what his job is.
Yep.
He's actually doing his job right now,
Thank you.
right?
Thank you. I got to keep this demeanor by using a little bit of help to keep that.
And you
gray
gotta have
out.
just a touch of the gray
Just a
in there
touch
to
of
show
gray.
the wisdom.
Just like what is it? The Grateful Dead. Touch of gray. That's it.
So, in 5 words or less.
5 words or less. That's a challenge. Here we go.
How great is tonight? Go. It is amazing.
That's 4 words.
Exactly.
5 syllables.
Way beyond what I expected.
Yes.
There we go. That's great.
I think honestly,
This is amazing. This is truly amazing. You have no idea. I've put so much time and thought into what's going on here today. To be here in the moment is priceless.
And I got to tell you right now, the folks that we've talked to at the show, we've talked to a lot of folks, every single one of them has reported the energy in this room, the energy at this event is palpable. It's an experience. We talked to a young man who'd never been to an event. And he's like, I instantly felt comfortable. I thought I would be intimidated. I thought I'd be nervous. And he talked about being welcomed like an open arm hug.
That's amazing. That's what we wanted. That's success.
Yep.
Well, I would say that's what makes us different here, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I felt that.
There's not an
15
agenda.
years ago or whatever it was, right? You walk in, you connect, and you can ask anything you want.
A lot of instant friendships here. You know, a lot of camaraderie.
It doesn't matter what industry you're in. A lot of trade shows, and I mean, for those of you listening, I'm using the air quotes here, a lot of trade shows are basically, if you've ever been to another country and you get off the airplane and say Mexico, and you're walking through the airport and you go outside and you're instantly blasted with people trying to sell you stuff, right?
Oh,
To
yeah.
where the point it's almost uncomfortable, whether it's taxis or gum or a margarita in a souvenir glass. That is what this is not. This is all about improving ourselves as professionals in a specific niche of the industry. And it is really the magic of it is that it's successful folks sharing stories and helping support each other as a collective whole.
Well, in that vein, I think what makes that happen is that we have our actual trade show portion of the show at the very end. It's the last thing we do. We have the opening party. Everybody gets together, they drink, they have a good time, they eat, everyone's merry. We have education on the Thursdays and Friday morning. And Friday morning to afternoon, and that keeps everybody focused on the task at hand, which is networking, education. Then we have the trade show, and that's when everyone, to Chris's point, is saying, "Hey, buy our wares." But we're already geared towards doing that. We're ready to go ahead and have that conversation with the vendors, and forget that we've already had conversations with vendors leading up to that point. So it's kind of like we're just seeing everything at the very end. So it's a really cool, relaxed atmosphere, heavy on education, heavy on networking, heavy on camaraderie.
Well, one thing I want to do is focus on what Yvette's done with her presidency, which has really brought us into really the next era, right? We have LMS coming. We have a lot of education coming.
Yes.
We are going to the next level. We want to get our members, some people are going to, the new generation's getting their stuff online. They're getting those things. And COVID helped us, but Yvette really directed us. And
We were well on our way before COVID started. It was a fight. Not everybody was on board with going to an online format. COVID forced our hand, and it was the best thing that happened to us because we got it done. It's needed. It's what the industry needed was online education, and everybody's on board with continuing in that direction, getting more classes put together, getting them online, getting them to the people in a way that they can use them in a way that works for them.
Yeah.
Well, don't be too humble, because you definitely spearheaded that.
Yep.
So,
Oh my God. The
I did.
sharpest tip of the spear is right here.
Thank you. I forget that anybody even knows that, but thank you.
that's all right. We want them to know that.
No, we know. COVID kind of
It changed things.
put us in
It was disruptive.
Yeah, it did, absolutely. But you were the rock that got us through.
Thank you. I'm honored to be that rock. I'm honored to do what I do only because when I started, I did it for the reason that I love what I do and I love the industry and I wanted to do something more than what I did every day, sitting behind a desk and plastering pools. So this is truly an honor for me to take it to the next level, to see the new faces, to feel the energy, to do something bigger than just what I did sitting in my office. So I'm honored to be where I am today.
I definitely have really big heels to fill.
I think you're going to
Well,
do fine.
Make sure you help us. Don't just go
No,
away.
no.
I'm not going
Yvette
anywhere.
has promised me she's going to stay with me for the duration of
You are
of the,
stuck
of
with
the
me.
chairman, and I am. If there's anyone outside of my wife that I would be stuck with, it would be you.
Awesome. I love that. I love Linda. I love you. We're doing amazing things here for the industry, and we need to do it together. It's taking all of us as a team to do this and accomplishing.
So how
The
about
drinks are still flowing, by the way, by
Yeah.
evidence of Chris's singing.
It might be Chris. Guys, we are blessed with Miss Donna Williams.
Yes.
She is hosting this.
Now, obvious
Full
for
Corp is hosting this party.
yes,
Yes.
This is
she-
not live. It'll be edited for later use on the Smooth Finish podcast. I just want to disclaim that.
So says
Make sure you
Chris.
have no
So
obligation.
says Chris.
So here we are, the 33rd NPC conference. Some of the words that we've heard repeatedly are energy, vibe, camaraderie.
Yeah.
It's a collective kind of breath of fresh air to be back amongst each other. What's your takeaway?
It's great to be with everyone again. This is a fantastic industry. We had a great year, and I think we're here to all celebrate it and get ready for another good year.
Yeah. We appreciate Pool Corp for hosting this event.
God,
Obviously,
so
this
generous.
is the food, we've heard plenty of times that the food's amazing.
The food's been the superstar, by the way.
It really
There's
has.
been many people that have said, hold on, I have to have one
You
more
gotta
bite
try.
of this
It's like
burger."
being a blender meal.
Yeah,
You gotta
it
try.
is.
You gotta try. You gotta try. Yeah, Donna knows that one.
I might have spilled on myself while we were talking. I don't know. But, Donna, we really appreciate Pool Corp's, sponsorship of this event. Everything that you guys
is
do.
very much appreciated. The partnership.
For all
is
the listeners out there, the buzz you hear in the background right now is the energy that Pool Corp has created with their sponsorship of this. So we really appreciate it.
Thank you very much. We love the NPC and we love what you do for this industry. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Donna.
Yes.
Megan, with Pool Pros here with us, Smooth Finish, at the NPC 33rd
33rd National Conference, and here we are in beautiful Buckhead, Georgia, again.
Chris seems very excited to be here.
I think everybody is. Genuinely, there's a buzz to this room. There's gambling, there's drinking, there's amazing food. We're meeting new people.
All right.
So COVID obviously has disrupted everything in the world, in our day-to-days, and specifically and especially in the pool industry. Having said that, I feel like this is the show that everybody is really coming together, getting our arms around each other, and really, really giving that long overdue warm hug that we all were yearning for. Rob, what are your thoughts on that?
I love everything about it.
Rob was put on the spot, and he loves everything. Have another drink.
Do you want to FaceTime with my kids?
Sure.
No, you
Megan
don't.
is
No, you
FaceTiming
don't.
with her kids.
No, but I think Chris is right. The NPC event is always one of the most collegial that I go to. Everybody is very friendly and love to be together, and they have a great time. I've heard stories of drinking all of the alcohol in the hotel.
Nope. But yes.
So yeah. So yes, everyone seems very happy to be here, and it's first night, so we'll see what the rest of it's like. But I feel like good things are going to happen, right?
Well, we know good things are going to happen, and we may be guilty, possibly, of drinking all the alcohol in the hotel.
I mean, I've heard the tales.
We've tried. I don't think we've succeeded, so we can
I
keep
blame
trying.
myself for all the bourbon I've drank before.
That's
See,
right.
are you a bourbon drinker?
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
We have the receipts last night to prove it.
Yes, we do. So
I'm not a
Megan's
fancy
going to join us
drinker, but that would
for
be my choice.
Well,
drying
you
up
don't
the
have to be
hotel.
fancy and
What do you think, Chris? Let's dry up the hotel.
I have personally hung out with Megan, and ironically, we were just talking about when she had a very, very surreal experience
Oh, yeah.
in DC.
Yeah, you want to hear about my last time at the NPC
Yes,
show?
well,
I
absolutely
didn't
want to
put
Oh,
you
it's
on the
fine.
spot, but
It's
here you
fine.
go.
and
Yeah.
seeing Chris Marcano sitting at a table.
No, my last NPC show was in DC because the one in Houston, it was Houston, right? The last,
Yes.
I didn't get to go to that one because I just had a baby. Because at the other one, I found out I was pregnant
Okay.
while I was in DC.
Whoops!
Yep, and it was a surprise. It was a little bit of a shock. And the last day of the show, I basically walked around the exhibitor conference with a blank, and I had most people ask if I was okay, and I'm like, yeah, I'm great. Great. So now I have a 2-year-old,
Sounds like great.
a
And
6-year-old, and a 2-year-old. So, but yeah, that will be forever my memory of the NPC show.
That's right.
Is that shocking news? I mean, it wasn't super shocking, but it was. I mean, we don't need to get into that history, right?
So listen,
We all know how.
so definitely going to use that.
So Megan, thank you so much, and if you haven't subscribed yet to Pool Pro
Oh, that's right.
Magazine,
Oh, thank you, Chris.
yes,
Giving us
how
a
can our
plug.
tens of viewers?
Right, yes. Pool
Yes,
Pro.
the tens of viewers that Pool Pro is going to make into hundreds and hundreds of viewers.
Oh, that's right. PoolProMag.com.
That's
Check
right.
it out. You can get all of our content, or you can order a printed copy of the magazine. Whatever floats your boat.
Which
What
I
do-
highly recommend.
What is your new favorite besides your own podcast? What's it called? Oh wait, it's not up there.
Smooth finish.
Very good.
Smooth finish.
We told her, but it's okay. She said it out loud. Thank you, Megan.
You're welcome.
This is Smooth Finish with an icon.
Romano.
An icon. No, not Rob Romano.
Rob Romano, an icon.
Rob, he's not an icon.
I
The man,
cannot.
the music.
There are big
No.
shoes.
The-
I might be
the-
taller than the man, but there are big shoes I
You might
cannot
be
fill.
taller. No, you're not. Definitely
Cannot
not.
fill.
You
Cannot
are
fill.
taller.
In all seriousness, we're with the man, the music, the myth, David Cook from Dave Cook Plastering Company. Dave, good to be here with you. How's the 33rd National Plasters Council show treating you?
Well, it looks really good right now. Of course, people that come here believe in our industry. They believe in this organization. And again, you know, it's going to be a great time.
Dave, longtime contributor and former chair of the NPC. What do you think? What's the outlook, Dave? Are you happy with what's going on? What do we need to do? What do you got to say?
Well, as far as, business is crazy, but as far as an organization, we've never been in better shape. Nothing is getting done more with help from you and everybody else. Absolutely positive. If you're not a member, you need to join. Give back to your industry. Let us do what we do so we can help you. But this organization has never, ever been in better shape. And as an industry leader, we're going to keep moving forward at a rapid pace. And we're not taking names. We're going to get it done.
I think we're seeing that every day, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
indeed.
Yeah. Dave, we thank everything that you've done for us, and we hope you're not going away anytime soon. But you're not. You're right here with us, my friend.
I got a 5-year plan.
The night's still young.
That starts every year. We got a new 5-year plan.
Listen,
because Robbie doesn't need this aggravation. So,
Well, as an employee of David Cook, I sincerely thank you for all the support you've given me and given us. And I'm not kidding when I say there's big shoes to fill. I love you and thank you for everything you've done for me and for everybody else.
Hey, the auctioneer himself, the man, the music, the myth.
we're talking to Mr. Jay Eaton, the auctioneer extraordinaire. Right?
Can I get a 1? Can I get a 5? Can I get a 7? Can I get a 7? Can I get an 8? Can I get an 8? Can I get a 9? Can I get a 9?
Well, that was pretty horrible.
Thank you.
Jay is way smoother than
Way
that.
better.
No, wait, Jay, what I heard was that's your next auctioneer right there.
There you go.
Rubber baby bucky bumpers,
He
rubber
just
baby bucky
auditioned. I think he won.
Future.
You know,
That's your
this is a
future.
behind-the-scenes audition.
Yes.
It is.
For the auctioneer
A little sneak peek into how the sausage is made
Yes.
Yeah.
by Rob Romano.
That's the name of the next podcast. Oh, wait, sorry.
Rubber baby bucky
Sausage is
buckers.
made.
Well, we can do that.
Wow.
So for the 33rd annual NPC conference, record-setting donations from the vendor partners. Record year. I believe the number is $17 million worth of product. is being donated. Now I just made that up and I put no scientific.
Don't worry. It's like a garage sale. We're gonna take that $17 million and make it like $150.
There you go.
Yeah.
So come down to the 34th NPC conference because you can buy $17 million for $300.
That's
That's
right.
the way it works.
Yep. It's like
So-
a garage sale.
So tell us about the auction.
What's the auction? The auction is always a good time. It's just something where, it's how the NPC makes money to run itself and to promote the different programs that we have. It's the single biggest factor of earning thing that we have. So we come, we have items that our great vendors donate. We put them up, we put them out there for everybody to buy. And all the applicators and just people buy everything from loads of cement to Apple Watches to $100 gift cards. It's all available. There's something for everyone.
There is something for everybody, and it's a good time. Who doesn't love a good breakfast after a fun night?
Yeah. And it's a good time. It's a good time. Everybody comes out. They come. They get an educational. There's always normally an educational program at breakfast, and after the breakfast, I give them like 15, 20 minutes of auction stuff, and then they go on to the classes throughout the day, and then at lunch, we have the same thing. We have the program for where people learn different things. There's different functions, whether it's scholarships given out. We talk about the whole NPC business, and
and then we have an auction for like an hour, and it goes pretty quick.
It does go quick.
And then we go back into classes, and it's a good thing. And we just repeat it the next day.
Well, like you said, it's got to go quick this year because we have less minutes than items donated.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yeah, we have 194 auction items that were donated this year. So basically, everybody's just going to hold up their hand and say, "I got 10,000," and they can buy that Apple Watch for 10,000. That's all good.
Oh my God! Yeah, no. Wait. Oh,
So go ahead
employee, not an employer.
and put Rob Romano down for the Apple Watch for $5,000.
Yes, sure.
Yes.
I mean, yes.
But it's something for everyone, and it's all to support the NPC. I mean, it is the association that we all joined, and we all joined it so that we can further our education of ourselves and others and make things better for everyone. That's what it's all about.
Let's get into the family aspect of things. You know, I personally I'm a son of a pool builder, and I've kind of brought into the association world. How proud are you of Laura with her?
I mean, I have my daughter. She's second generation, and she's here. And I have my grandson, who is the third generation guy that's working back in Phoenix, and so it's a good thing. And I have, they're working for me. I have a lot of second generation guys that are working for me, that their dads still work for me, or their dads retired working for me. So it's a good thing. It's a business it's not an easy business to do, but it's a very fruitful business that everybody can get into. You enjoy yourself. You have a good time on a daily basis. You enjoy working with others. It's not a stressful job if you're an interior guy or working out in the field. It's really not. It's a very enjoyable thing that your family can come and join and be a part of, and it's a good thing. It really is.
Well, I would say, Jay, as we all know, us anyway, that is a patriarch of this group, and we appreciate all that you do. The
Absolutely.
auction, what you do with the auction, your time, the investment of time.
Absolutely.
You're probably the largest blaster in the country, which many may not know.
Yep.
But
Kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. Dedicates so much time to this industry and spends, it really helps the NPC thrive, and we really thank you for all that you do for us.
And honestly, we're really excited to be working with Laura and as taking on the future, the legacy of JE. It's a really cool thing.
Well, I think it's a good thing for everybody to bring, the second generation people in, and it's a good business. It's a good industry. It's a good vocation to do, and there should be nobody that should shy away from it, because it shows a lot of character to be in this business, and to deal with all the things that we have to do on a daily basis. It's good.
Awesome.
And listen, guys, if we've never recorded one before, this might be the smoothest finish that we've ever had.
Absolutely. Jay, thank you so much.
My pleasure, guys. Anytime.
And that is a smooth finish.
That's a wrap.